Hello, good morning. Hope everyone's keeping well. So I'm doing a little draw on the LT today, and it's the I want to change the speedo sensor in the gearbox for about at least 10 years now, I think it is. Between 0 and 25-30 miles an hour, the speedo doesn't register. It doesn't do anything. But after about 30 miles an hour or 28 miles an hour, it will come to life. Which historically has never been an issue. I've never been too worried about it. You probably lose a few miles each year when you're wandering around town and stuff like that, but not too worried about that. The main reason I decided I'd best actually do it now is, well, a couple of reasons. One is it's very slowly and gradually getting worse. So that's one of the reasons I've decided I need to do it. The other reason I've decided to do it is because recently there's been quite a rise in 20-mile-an-hour speed limits locally, at least locally to where I live, and I've also read quite a few stories about people getting done for speeding in 20-mile-an-hour speed limits. So it'd be nice to have a speedo that actually registers 20 miles an hour rather than 25-30. So that's where we're at today. I'm going to try and demonstrate what is actually going on. I wasn't certain how I could actually do it legally on the road, so what I've done, I've jacked the back of the van up so I can do it stationary. It will set the ABS light off, but that's not an issue. I'll reset one, so I've dropped it back on all fours and we've carried on going. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, so ignore that ABS light. I have already spun it up this morning, so that's the reason that's come on. So I don't really know why I'm going through the gearbox. I'll probably get away with 5th gear at this point. So we're in full 5th gear now. We're in 5th gear. Yeah, like I say, it's not registering. Now it registers. So it's trying to get it to the sweet spot, because you can normally, when you're driving on the road, you get to a point where it literally just jumps around. Yeah, so that's where it is. After 30, it's fine. But when you drop it low there, it just drops off. So there's usually a sweet spot where you can get it just to jump around. But yeah, anyway, that's what we're here for today. So yeah, we'll give that a go. Shut off for a minute. Right, okay, so we are at the back of the gearbox. That's the speed sensor we've got to change, and I think it's just a straightforward 10. Don't ask me what I'm doing, I really don't know. Let's let the bolt out, and then that's the old sensor. I'll cut it off and compare it to the new one, but you see it's quite corroded. So the worst part about this job is there's no plug. It's spliced straight into the wiring. Right, so we've literally got to cut it off and put the new one, splice the new one on. Right. Let me just quickly show you the new one. Right. So there's the new one. Comes with a ton of wiring. Yeah, you can see there, I've got a plastic cover on there. I'll take off. You can see there the difference between the two. So I shall cut some of this wiring off because we don't need all of that, and I'll put a couple of these connectors on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm afraid we have skipped ahead slightly because I just haven't got enough space to get a camera and two hands involved, so I don't know how clear that will be, but that's the two connectors. That's all spliced in now. I've used a couple of heat shrink connectors. I'll try to stagger it slightly as well. So I'm just going to wrap that up with some black insulation tape, and then I'm going to put some bit of grease on the end of that before I pull it in to try and look after it, and then should be about it then. Right, okay, and there we are. Sensors bolted in, wiring's tidied up. All that's left now really is to give it another test and see if it's solved the issue. Right, okay, moment of truth again. Got it jacked up on axle stands again, so we'll see what happens this time. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, we'd never reached that before, so it picks up 10 miles an hour. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Right. Yeah, again, ignore the ABS light, that'll go off as soon as I've gone up the road. So yeah, so I'll class as a success. Thanks for watching, hope everyone's keeping well, and I'll see you in the next one.